Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. So, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button before you leave today. And of course, if you like the video, make sure to thumbs up the video and make sure to share on all your social media networks that you happen to be on at this time currently. All right, so welcome back and good evening. Yes, it is now 9:18. Yes. Yes, Central Standard Time. Okay, so welcome all newbies. If you're new to the channel, hey, how you doing? Welcome to my world, and I hope you get something out of the video. And to all my subscribers, my current subscribers, hey guys. Hey subbies. Okay. All right. So let's get right into the video. All right. So tonight I want to talk about closed doors in the form of friendships. Okay, and that could be a tough one because we all go through that. Why sometimes your current buddies can't go with you to the next season. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I know. So Matthew 7, chapter 7 and 6 verse, give not that which is holy unto dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. So basically, don't offer yourself as a sacrificial sin offering in order to be loved and accepted among sinful men, i.e., friends, family members, etc., associates, acquaintances, whoever, co-workers or whoever it is, whose mission is to keep you in bondage and away from God, just to make them comfortable. So that's very important to kind of meditate on and think about. You don't want to be offering yourself up, to these people. And we do that sometimes subconsciously, like we're not really thinking about it in the moment, but it's just the actions that we take, the words we say, the kind of thinking patterns that we take on, just to try to be cool in the game with a certain group or a certain clique, especially our old buddies that we've been friends with for years. I know that's like, you want to try to stay in good with them because you feel like if you lose them that you will have nothing, which is not true because you always have God. So, you have everything with him. So Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I came to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So I love that verse because it describes like God's mission, one part of his mission, And if you look at it like carnal-mindedly, you may think, carnally minded, you may think that so God has come here to be divisive or to create division. No, of course not. But yeah, he did in a sense, because the vision that he came to create will bring you peace. Okay, because the way he's going to do it is what he's doing is he is dividing, those sections, those parts, those people, those spirits in your life that you really don't need, and so once he divides that, he can add in, the peace, the lightweight, the weightiness, the love, the humility, integrity, all the good feelings, the good vibrations, the high self-esteem, the confidence, the ambition, whatever, everything that that was subtracted from he can bring that to you after he divides, these people. After he takes those people out, subtracts all the drama from your life, he can bring in, what is necessary, what is needed for you in order to be happy. And that's where your happiness comes into play. So God isn't as concerned about your happiness initially. Okay, doesn't mean he doesn't care, but he's not as concerned about your happiness at first and what's going to put a smile on your face as he is about your holiness, your state of righteousness. Okay, so that's what God is really big on. So you're getting your way all the time and hanging with just anybody you want to hang with and doing whatever isn't really acceptable once you're born again. So once you become a born again Christian, it's a whole new ballgame. Okay. So it really damages your spirit, man, which you'll notice when you try to slip back into old habits and old sin. So that's why God has to separate you from forces and people and things that are trying to separate you from Him. So that's really the big idea here, is that these forces are trying to divide you from Him. So He kind of has to, you know, use that divisive tactic to keep his baby with him. Okay, you his baby. He like, no, you're not gonna take my daughter away. You're not gonna take my son away again. Okay, not on my watch. Okay, not on my watch. He like, no, you're not gonna do that again, Satan. Okay, no, the devil is a lie. So. No, so God has to come and intervene and just kind of show you. He'll when God takes away people like old friends or acquaintances or even family members, He'll show you why they're not good for you. He always shows you why He's removing someone out of your life. So don't think He's gonna yank them up and you gonna be sitting there like, excuse me, like God, please explain. He always like lets you know, like, okay, you see all these feelings you're having. You see how she was talking to you this kind of way, or he was doing this and that to you, or you had these feelings like this. You were having to kind of dumb yourself down too much, and or at all really, you were having to kind of act like somebody else. You had to deny my name. You had to, you couldn't talk about me too much. I know when you talk about all that Jesus stuff, stop all that praying. Anybody doing up in here, you had to do stuff like that. No, that's not acceptable. If you had to do all that around that person, that's not your friend. This person not happy for you and your walk with Christ. No, no, you probably need to be hanging around him anyway. That's not a healthy, positive influence or a good friend that you need in your life anyway. Somebody who pushes you away from God is probably not a good, person to be around. It's not a good person to be around. That's not really a friend. Anybody who's pushing you away from the Lord, pushing you into different sin, like getting you to do drugs or overindulge in alcohol, beyond a normal limit, beyond regular, just we just had a drink. No, I'm talking about just overindulging in it, illicit sex, and whatever, etc., etc. Just anything that is really not considered clean, holy, productive in God's eyes. Why are you doing it? Why are you with this person? Do you really think that person has your best interest at heart? You gotta stop and ask yourself, do you think that this person cares about you? No. A lot of times they don't. Sometimes, when you tell a person that I'm walking with Christ now, they're like, oh, that's good. Even if they say it's good, if they hate him and they don't love him and their heart is turned far from him, their heart is turned from you too. So sometimes they begin to hate you too. Just saying, I mean, really, it's something to think about. Do you really think they're so in love with you? No, they're not. Why? Because you have the fragrance of him on you, so it's almost like they see him in you, and it makes them hate you and despise you even more. So no, they don't like you. So your girls, you guys, or whatever, no, them ain't your buddies like that no more. They don't really like you like that no more. They just don't. And they're probably not the best. And you will find that, the way you had in life and where they had in life is suited in place. You're not where you were, and so because you become new in Christ and you're not the same old person, you just don't fit no more. You don't fit in with the clique anymore, and they'll just like, and you'll be, your heart is still open. You're like, oh, we still friends. You'll always be girls, and they like, yeah. Anyway, they're not really feeling hanging out with you. And I'm kind of having that experience too with some friends of mine, where it's like I feel like things are changing with us. Like there's no bad blood, but it's like I can just feel like they kind of look at me differently because I'm, on my Christ walk, and they looking at me like, yeah, okay, that's good enough. If that makes you happy, but we're gonna be over here. I can tell these things are happening. Yeah, like they'll make plans for events and like they'll invite me to them, but they'll invite me last minute. You can tell when somebody invites you to some last minute in hopes that you'll say no, because the thing is they don't want you to be able to say you never invited me to that, but really they invited you last minute, so they wanted you to say no. They was hoping you'd be busy so you could say no, because they really want you there anyway. They were kind of unsure about how they felt about your presence being there, so it's a lot of things that are like not being said with us. But anyway, but so yeah, and some of you may have or probably experienced that now too, or going to experience that, or have experienced in the past. That's like, You know, when you become this new person, and you know, it's just funky. It's a funky mix. You know, so yeah, it could be rough. But Romans 6:23, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. And 1 Corinthians 15:33, do not be deceived, bad company corrupts good morals. That's what I'm just saying. You know, hanging around, you know, these certain kind of people, they're going to change your heart towards God, or you're going to find that you kind of have to play God down, or you're going to have to pretend like you ain't really cool with him like that so you can be cool with them. You having to choose too much. I'm like, and some of you may think, oh, it's a big deal, but it is a big deal because it's who you are as a person. This is more than just a denomination or, you know, I go to so-and-so church. No, this is who you are as a person. You know, so you have to decide. I mean, if this is, you know, kind of rubbing and rupturing your spirit, man, every time you hang with these people, why do you want them in your life? You know, why not separate, allow God to separate you from them, lift you up higher and give you friends who will push you towards him? You know, you want godly friendships where something comes out of it. You know, come on now, you know. Proverbs 13:20. He who walks with wise men will be wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. So basically, you walking with foolish people, you're going to be a fool. You know, don't be a fool. You know, you be a fool to walk with some fools. Don't walk with fools, you know, and call that being smart, because it's just not, you know. So, yeah. So I do want to leave you with just a couple of verses just so you have just some spiritual food. So Proverbs 14:7, leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of knowledge. That's very important. When you're hanging around certain kinds of people, their thoughts are infiltrating your mind, so it's hard to hear God. He be talking to you, but you ain't really hearing that signal. Ain't coming through good because you so busy. I mean, Satan is talking to you. You got these demonic forces and these people with these crazy ideas of theirs is coming to your mind, so you ain't hearing nothing your father's saying to you. You have no idea what's going on. Your head is spinning. Not good at all. 1 Corinthians 5:11. But actually, I wrote to you not to associate with any so-called brother if he is an immoral person, or covetous, or an idolater, or a reviler, or a drunkard, or a swindler, not even to eat with such a one. Boom. You know, that says it right there. You know, he tells you all the kinds of people. You know, he gives you traits, personality traits of the people that you don't need to be associated with. Don't be associated with these kind of people because they'll rub off that energy on you. You can ride the train. I don't know if you guys ride the train in your city, but you can ride the train, the bus, and hear the kind of like spirits, you know, that get on there. I mean, some people get on there cussing on the phone and just loud and crazy, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, you know, you know, and it's just, it's not, it's the, yeah, you know, these are the type of personalities that are out there, you know, and some of you have friends like that, or you see a group of girlfriends out, or a group of guy friends out. I mean, they're just not. You can tell these people are toxic for each other. You can just tell, you know. So yeah, you don't want to be amongst people who are very toxic, you know, because toxicity, you know, it will eventually, what is going to eventually kill you. You know, it's poison. You know, poison, you drink poison, you're probably going to die. I mean, I can't get no plainer and simpler than that. I mean, it's going to kill you off. You know, I mean, that's what it is, what it's going to do. You know, it's going to make you very ill, and it's going to just kill you. You know, it's going to constantly eat away at the goodness inside of you. It's going to suck all that out. You know, so you don't want to, you know, have some toxifying you, and you know, no, you don't need that. Allow God to show you who will be a good match for you as far as new friends are concerned, and new acquaintances, and just new people in general. So I know Drake said no new friends, and that was my mantra, no new friends. I was like, no, I'm 27, I'm good, no new friends. I love my friends. And then things change. You know, God's plan was like, yes, new friends. Yes, new friends. Yeah, you're getting new friends. I'm like, okay, Lord. So I had to accept his will. So accept his will for your life. If his will for your life is new friends, then yeah. And who says the old friends won't come back around? Maybe they will after they get it together. You know, but it ain't for you to worry about. Worry about you and your relationship with Christ. And, you know, he'll send some good ones your way. You know, and so I do have one good friend. I have a couple of good friends, actually, you know, who, yeah, they're in my corner. You know, we good. You know, they're my sisters in Christ. So I'm happy. You know, I'm blessed. So yeah. I couldn't ask for more, and more to come, So, yeah, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please like and rate and comment and share this video all over the world, And you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. And you guys have a blessed rest of your week. Bye.